Hello and welcome to another edition of the Chalk and Cheese Show. Shit, man, we're late. We're late. Fucking hell,
We're
we never
late.
ever
We're
call
late.
up,
We're always
but
late, man.
yeah,
Late.
we was just fucking about with some things and trying to get some things straight. But yeah, we're here now. We're here now. Wednesday again, and again, you are joined by myself, DJ Casper, and DJ Charcoal. Now we have a guest with us tonight. He has a story to tell, man, and I'm very intrigued to hear what he needs to say or has to say because yeah, man, I think it's gonna be I, d- I don't know the best way to describe it. Hopefully insightful
Interesting.
um, about his experience in the music business. But Charcoal, how are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It feels weird because last week we got interviewed, didn't we? So it was really different this time around, having to do what we usually do and grab artists to jump on. So we're expecting two artists on tonight. We've already got one, and we're expecting another guy to jump on. And obviously we'll roll with who we got now, which is JJ. If you don't mind me calling you JJ, is that all good?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You can call me Jay. That's my name right there, JJ.
Nice one, nice one. So we got JJ on. He's from US, obviously. We're
Yeah, I'm from Chicago, Homo Park.
brilliant, brilliant. So we're broadcasting live from UK at the moment. So if it's the first time you're tuning into the show, we do this every single Wednesday. We interview just anyone. Hey, we interview anyone. Anyone like approaches us, we'll go, yeah, come on, jump on the show. So as you can see on my background, that way. Atari Jones. Unfortunately, we couldn't get JJ's information up on straight away because it was a last minute kind of interview. So, but anyway, we will roll with it. I got a couple of tracks that we'll play from JJ as well. And yeah, so sorry, you asked how I was feeling. I'm feeling all right,
Yeah.
man. It's like I'm just trying to sort my life out like everyone else.
Yeah, man, I know that story. I definitely know that story. But things are moving. Things are moving along with the show, and everything
Announcement, haven't
is
we? We've got a big
yeah.
announcement at the end of the show.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yeah, but things are moving with the show, nice and easy. Well,
Stress.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's just got some exciting things coming up. But I think let's get straight onto it because JJ, you actually approached us late last night in the UK, and you said, "Right, guys, I gotta get on your show. I watch it on Facebook. I need an interview. I got shit to say. Hit me with it,
Yeah,
Jay. Yeah, what do you have to say?"
I got a lot to say about supporting people, about family, about my career, and about my life.
Yeah, man. Let's
Cool.
get into it.
So where do you want to start? Because obviously, you've been talking to us through messages and things like that. You're sending us some snippets of information what you're going to talk about tonight. So we were like, come on, you got to give us a little bit more than that. So yeah, we'll let you roll with it.
Then I'm gonna talk about getting dropped on my label too.
Yeah, man. So who was you signed with?
I used to be somewhere on there with the run. He's from Chicago, actually from Chicago, Illinois. He's from the South Side, by Inglewood.
So
I used to sign to a label called Chicago, Illinois.
cool. So how comes you was dropped?
Okay, so I got dropped because it was a 360 deal.
Okay.
So basically, they give me money, then all the money I made it of my merch. I was not getting paid of my merch. I was not getting paid of shows. I was not getting paid for nothing. I was just doing free things.
You don't want to do that. Everything costs, man. Like your petrol, just even going to shows and shit like that, that costs. So yeah, like I can see why you pulled out or you're getting annoyed. So what's happened since then?
Like since then, now I'm independent. Now I feel way better. Now I'm getting a lot of people getting to me now. I feel like independent is the best way you can go. You
Yeah,
don't need a label. The label is going to use you for a little bit, and when they see a better person, a better rapper or artist better than you, they're going to focus on that person.
yeah, no, I 100% agree. We've had a lot of artists on this show, man, and they all say the same thing. They want to, like, we talk about record labels to them, and they're just like, no, I just want to be independent. The only thing probably good that what we hear about record labels is that they do a lot of the work for you. Where independence is like you just got to grind, keep grinding, and keep grinding
Bro,
until something happens. So, but yeah, no, hats off to you for going independent. You know, and at least you know you can do things your way. Where if you're a label, you're kind of getting told what to do as well.
like it's hard, independent, but you got it if you stay focused. If you
Yeah, yeah.
got it, you stay focused. And people understand behind this music thing, it take a lot of money to do it.
Yeah. No, definitely, definitely. So what's obviously you dropped from the label and that what's this beef you got going on at the moment as well? Can you want to talk about that tonight or
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that?
yeah, so what's this beef you got going on?
Oh, this okay, so I used to so basically I used to be in the team. Just a team, like how you create your own team, your
Yeah, yeah.
business and like thing and your artists and you got like artists, picture graph, video man like that. So I was a team like that. So in the team it was 4 artists. I was the fourth one. So yeah, blah. So one day I went to my team. We used to have a studio by downtown. I forgot where, but they used to pay for the studio. Yeah, we used to get it for free, everything.
Yeah.
But the thing is, your man's son, right? Your man's why he not putting you in the position to win?
Yeah.
No, that's
So,
And,
so then
and
how?
you know, he's doing better than you. Why you not helping the next person?
so this guy you got beef with, you obviously know him, don't you?
I don't know him.
Oh.
I don't know him.
Oh.
I don't know him. He one time he called my phone. Like I got messages, I got screenshots. All that. He called my phone. He said, "I think I sent you the message." He
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
Let me hear it. Let me hear this song. Call me."
Yeah, right. So obviously we've seen the message, and there was some, I don't know, like scary, sayings what he was saying to do, So obviously you got to protect yourself and things like that, So how do you feel
I
about that?
was gonna stay with it.
How do you feel? How do you feel about all that?
I feel great because I got people from over there, so I ain't tripping.
Yeah,
And he ain't from right here. He ain't from right here. He at first he told me from Chicago, then he told me from the Atlanta. So he stayed in the A. He
yeah,
not
yeah,
from right here.
yeah. So
Does that concern,
go
does
on.
that concern you like just one little bit though? The fact that he's not in your vicinity or in your radius, he's in a different state. Like, does it concern you the fact that he might have connections in your state that can kind of do whatever he feels that he needs to do? Like, do you have any concerns or anything
I
like that?
mean, I mean, end of the day, I know what I'm capable to do. So, end of the day, I'm gonna stand where I'm standing on.
Yeah, it's just some guy randomly texted me and said that they're after me. I'd be like, what the fuck's going on? I'd be, who is this dude for one? Why is
They
he?
used to be, they used to be fans. They used to be fans that be trying to be in the same team with you and be a competition with you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and we find that doing this show that a lot of artists have said that, like, for people from your own neighborhood, your state, they don't give a shit about you, man, but they'll support people in different states and who have a higher status, because if you're nobody, nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? But
And you
sh-
right about that. And then it's crazy about the strangers support you more than your family, your
Yeah,
cousins,
yeah, yeah.
your brothers, than people that'd be crazy.
Yeah, I know
yeah,
because when we started chatting last night, when you kind of approached us, we were like, okay, tell us a little bit about your story, and you said, you've been having troubles with your family not supporting you and shit like that. Like if my family turned around to me and said, Simon, we're not going to support you no more, I'd be like, all right, see you later. Fuck off.
Like, alright, like I see you later. Like, I don't care like what it said, cause you see me, I keep doing what I'm doing, cause I know why I'm a kid with you. I know where I'm gonna get, and I know if my mind says today, I'm gonna get where I want to be at. If nobody with me, then okay, I got it.
Yeah, and that's the way.
And you find just generally in life, whether you're in a music game or whether you're not, as soon as you start doing successful, these people that didn't support you in the beginning, they begin to start knocking on your door or calling your phone and saying, "Oh yeah, can I have this and can I have that? Can I have this and can I have that?" You just tell them, "Fuck off, man," because you wasn't there when I was struggling, and then as soon as I make something of myself and I have a bit of money behind me, that's when you want to know me. So in my opinion, for them people, regardless of what fucking industry you're in, whether you're, I don't know, like a fucking cleaner or a musician or whatever, as soon as you become big, these people that want to know you just because the name is there, tell them fuck off, man. That's it.
Then I ain't for a lot when we used to be signed, they was showing a lot of love. But now I'm independent. Now they don't see me doing like that. But like I said, I'm laid back. I'm doing everything in silence.
Yeah, man. This is my point, because once you were signed, so people want to know you, but as soon as you like break away from that, nobody wants to know you, because in their opinion, they're probably thinking, "Oh fucking hell, man! Like he ain't signed no more. He ain't got no label. He's independent. Nothing's gonna come. Nothing's gonna come."
Yeah,
but then
he got nothing. Yeah,
you have to
you're
fucking, and then that's when you have to fucking say to yourself, like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna do it regardless of who I know, what I know. You just do you, and that's it. Just keep it real, man. 100%."
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, you're right.
What we're gonna do now, man? We're gonna play one of your tracks just to kind of break.
I got something to say, and then if you like really listen to my songs, like I'll be telling my stories, like my story in the songs. Everything I've been through, I write it in the notebook. All my problems, I write it in the notebook and do it and make it to a song.
Yeah, man. Well, we about to listen to it because it's the first time I've heard it, first time Charcoal's heard it. Because people on this show, as you know, man, if you watch the show, then we like to review tracks as they are. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we don't listen to the track before it gets aired on the show. So you're going to get a true, honest opinion of our opinion anyway of the track. So, yeah, Charcoal, man, let's run the tracks and let's see what he has to say.
Let's do it.
Down bad in my feet, I didn't have shit. I went and got it, but I never forced stay sorry, cause I came for the start. I know the feeling when you got nothing to eat, when your stomach started hurting. You wanna go ride somebody, you gotta feel yourself. I know I'm doing wrong, Lord, I'm just trying to do right. I just wanna be in better place, my mind. So you really love me, I lost my body when I was living, so you know I'm hollering. I was losing my soul, can I trust everybody? That's on MVP. I'm on jump, but the street teach me a lot. In a jump, and we don't nobody wanna fuck with you. But when you are, everyone wants something from you. Where was you? I was driving by my soul in a car, now I couldn't see. It was forced out, I was down, everybody said damn. Then did it give me a hand to stand in my feet? I started saying blow, saying why I didn't have enough in my pocket. I was really broke, in no corner trapping. I was so hungry, I went here and got some more money. I don't call my mom no more. Cut you bitch, can I even let my mind out? She started crying, can I see my son? No, I make it go through a lot. But I'm finna get your face off. Can I wait for the time to tell you I made it? Mama, I know you hate when I smoke this fat. I be smoking my pen away like I never did before. Gotta go through what I go through. Popping pills got me tripping. I ain't chill by nobody. I know I did you wrong. Ain't my fault. I was going through stuff. Every morning wake up, I be dreaming cause in my head I just wanna fucking win. I took L's out the L, but I won down for the win. It's no love in the sleep, for no fun love. We ain't got a shit fucked up, but I shit be real. I got up on my ass
life every day. I don't smile no more. Cause my mind happy, and I fake the smile. I just keep it walking. I just keep it walking.
Yes, yes, you tuned into the Chalk and Cheese Show, and you were listening to JJ. We call him JJ tonight, but yeah, that was the sounds of JJ, and yeah, I first off the bat that beat, it was sick, man. That beat was killer, especially the vocals in the background. It just, it just oozed, like oozed. I love it. I loved it. You can tell that you're obviously telling a story through the whole track. You know, there were snippets where you talk about drugs, snippets where you talk about your mum. Like, tell us kind of reality. You know, a lot of people when they rap, when they tell us a story through their music, a lot of it's made up. Like, tell us a little bit about that track and what it kind of means to you, and how, what made you kind of what gave you the influence to write it.
Man, I'm for a lot. I write that song. I write that song a long time ago. It was just one day I was in the room, and then I was just going to stuff. Then, like I told you before, like it can be anywhere. You know, it can be anywhere. I just write my problems down.
Yeah.
And then that's the first word down bad. Like that really happened. Like that's a true story.
Yes, man. Who
And that song, like
who produced that?
that song,
Was that a bought track? Or who
what you say?
produced that? Who produced that track?
Eli.
Man, that's like fucking hats off to him. That beat, man, just crazy, crazy.
Talented. My
Yeah, I did that song. I did that song a long time ago. I just didn't drop it because he just told me to not drop it. Yeah, I just dropped it like 4
That's
months
good.
ago, I think.
That's good. And like I like your tone as well. Like it's just kind of that relaxed, and it just suited the song, it suited the beat.
Like,
Yeah, go on.
yeah, like if people like real like sit down and listen to my music, they know like that, like definitely feel it.
Yeah, definitely, man. Casper, sorry, man.
And I was gonna say, for me on that track, like I'm the fucking realist of the real, man. I will tell you how, like, straight how, especially how I think about it. Yeah, man. I agree with Charcoal. Yeah, the beat is fucking fire. I think for me at some points of the song, I found it kind of like hard to hear what you were saying. At some points of the song,
Yeah.
not all points of the song, but sometimes, whether that was the internet or whether that was kind of like your flow, that I couldn't really like gather what you were saying. I mean, it obviously hip hop has come a long way since I started listening to hip hop. Like I understand that there's like different genres of hip hop. Like you have the mumbled rapper, you have the slow rapper, you have relaxed, you have fast, and blah 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 blah, and all of that stuff. So I don't even know where I'd put you, really, to be honest. I don't know whether, what kind of rapper would you class yourself to be? Because for me, it was kind of a mix between like chilled rapping and kind of a little bit mumbled as well. So where would you kind of put yourself? What category of rapper
Me,
would you put yourself?
I feel like I'm not a mama rapper because if I was a mama rapper, I wouldn't understand myself. But I do understand myself. I
Yeah,
hear my song.
yeah.
But for
Yeah,
other people,
obviously you won't know.
like I told SC, like if you real life sit and listen to my song, you real life want to see what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely. And like, I know what Casper's saying though. When we review tracks, sometimes the beat overshadows the lyrics. So in some parts, I could understand,
Yeah,
but Casper's internet or something might have been playing up where he probably didn't. It's just but yeah, I like the track, man. It was like one of those tracks that you can listen to just kicking back on your sofa. You know what I mean? It's like you probably it's not a dance track, you know. You probably wouldn't get up in
Mm.
the club and dance to that, but it was just one of those. You're telling the story, so you don't want people to be dancing anyway. You just want people to be listening, because you're
Yeah.
talking about your life. But yeah, so um, how have you found like trying to break through as an independent artist? Because there's so much talent out there, and you know, what are you doing to kind of push yourself further now? Because obviously
I mean,
you got that noise in the background, you know, with people trying to, you know, do things with you and shit like that. But how are you trying to break it now?
mm, I really don't look at. I really don't look at this like a competition. I don't focus on. I just focus on myself. I just focus on what I'm gonna do and what I gotta do. And
Yeah, yeah,
that's all. I don't focus on nobody. Like no, yeah, I support him. Yeah, you do better than me. But someone's gonna be better. You just don't forget
yeah,
when you was on.
yeah,
When you
yeah,
was on. When you was on, you didn't put me on. It's all love though. But what I'm doing, just dropping music and doing videos to it
yeah. You
and
can't. You focus yourself. You
marketing
focus yourself.
myself.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, man. Especially when you like doing independent stuff as well. You know, you have to. You like if you don't focus on yourself, who else is going to focus on you? So yeah, 100%.
Yeah. If
Sorry.
you focus on these artists, rappers, or all these other rappers, oh, let's do a song. Nah, that's for no. It's no free shit. It's no free shit in this shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
man.
definitely, man. Like you got
I
to
mean,
work hard. Like we started.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, Casper, you go.
Sorry, man. And being an independent artist, there's always somebody out there that's gonna like your shit, regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless of what other people say, man. There's always gonna be someone out there,
You're
or a
right.
group of individuals that are gonna like what you do, and they're gonna fuck with it. It's as simple as that.
Yep. You're right.
But
You're right.
how long have you been independent?
Me, I've been independent for 2 years.
For 2 years, and have you seen any progress within them 2 years of you actually cutting from the
I
label?
mean, I mean, I feel like yes, cause I feel like I can do more stuff free. I can like move around. I can do stuff. I don't gotta ask first. Then I can. I'm my own man. I'm my own leader. I can do anything. All the money from come to me.
Yeah, man. And I probably don't ask this question enough on this show, to be honest. But I think you're going to be the first person that I've asked this question to in like the 8 months that we've been running the show. But why are you in the music game? Are you in it for fame? Are you in it for money? Are you in it for bitches? Are you in it for what are you in it for, man? Like, yeah, are you in it for
I'm for a
yourself?
lot. I mean, I'm just trying to feed my family. That's all
Yeah,
I'm just trying to do.
Yeah, yeah, that's good, man.
yeah,
That's all
because
I'm trying to do.
yeah, I mean
Like if
because some
if
rappers
this
that we have
rap,
on the
if
show,
this,
I was gonna say some
go
rappers
ahead.
that we have on the show, like they have an agenda, no, and their agenda is for fame or for money and stuff like that. But I think when you're an independent artist, you do it for a different reason. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't all about fame and being noticed and being on TV and all of that shit. You do it to survive, no, and that's it. But obviously, being an independent artist, is that your full time job, or do you have to grind it out on a 9 to 5 as well?
I gotta get it by any means. That's all I'm gonna get to say. I gotta get it how I get it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what I gotta do. 9 to 5. Ain't no 9 to 5. That's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. Ain't no nigga finna put money in my pocket. They finna share my music. Ain't nobody finna mention my music. I gotta
Yeah.
do everything by myself.
No, we understand that. We understand that. Like we got 9 to 5s as well. We don't get paid for this, not yet, anyway. But we try and survive.
Hey, like
Yeah,
like I just started getting paid for my music. Look, and it's ain't a lot, but it means something. He just telling me keep going, keep going, keep
yeah,
going.
yeah. No, definitely, definitely, and that's all you got to do, really. Just keep grinding, keep grinding. We've got another track of yours to play, so let's run this track. I just literally, I'm trying to do 50,000 things at once here at the moment, but hopefully I can skew it up. Yeah, let's go.
Hey, turn that bitch up, Glory.
Let me DJ. We was shopping in the hallway, couldn't make it home every day, but I would say I told mama one down from the bitch down, riding with my niggas run. I ain't switching sign, we was in the hallway, shopping, getting to the money, ain't no wasted time. I was money higher since I was born. When it gave my first dollar, I wanted some more. Stock it up, store got me some more. We was shopping in the hallway, couldn't make it home every day, but I would say I told mama one down from the big streets, not shoot there. Got the hustle in me, gotta keep it going, still I'm here no more. I ain't stopping, ain't no railing, I'm in going more. I'm in no road with my pole, hopefully I make it to the 9 shoot there. I don't know, got a lot of shit on my mind, need some speed. If you talking about money, I don't wanna hear. I ain't got it on my own, ain't no white people was watching me, and they was pocket watch. I got money on your day, started hating on a young nigga tryna rob me. It's just bad line, wearing all blind, ready for anything. I don't got no sympathy to my nigga. Wait for me, I'm forever for no bitch. I was 10 toes with you, I can see you in the sky with the bigger ass. We was shopping in the hallway, couldn't make it home every day, but I would say I told mama one down for the bitch. I'm riding with my niggas run. I ain't switching sign, we was in the hallway, shopping, getting to the money. Ain't no wasting time, I was money hard since I was born. When they gave my first dollar, I went some more. Stock it up, still got me some more.
Yes, you listen to the Chocolate Cheese Show, and we've got a very special guest tonight, and his name is JJ, and he's been telling us a little bit about his story and, yeah, some of the hassles that you get, obviously, with being an artist, sign up to a label, and then leaving, and then becoming independent. So that track there, once again, man, like the beat, it's just fire. I love that beat, man. Casper, what did you think of that?
Yeah, man, beat was sick. Sorry, look, we're live. We are live, and my daughter is coming to the room, and she goes, "I got a wet bum. I got a wet bum." So, Charcoal, just bear with me for a couple of minutes, okay, mate?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, once again, another track. You know what? I actually heard every single word that you said in that track, and it was clear, a lot clearer than the first track, because the music didn't overpower it. So tell us a little bit about that track and kind of what that means to you.
That try to be a lot, and look, like I'm gonna keep making songs like that because that's what I'm here for, telling my stories. And every song drop, like you said, this song sound better. Like every song drop is gonna get better. That's how I'm gonna keep going. And this track, Will Be Straight, is just a true story that I really went through, and I feel like people gotta hear it because
Yeah, definitely. With so did you release that track after you did the first one? Did you release that track?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can tell because obviously, your lyrics were a lot tighter with the bars. Your flow was a lot better. Yeah. What track do you like out of those two the best?
I ain't gonna lie, my best track that of the song is Down Bad.
Okay. Cool. Everyone's got different tastes, though. You know what I mean? Everyone's got like a different taste.
I got different type of business. I got a lot of business that I can drop. I'm just not dropping them right now because if I drop it,
I like the beat of Down Bad, but your lyrics in Will Be Straight are a lot better, I reckon. So if you bring those two together, that'd be really good just for me anyway. But everyone's got an opinion on things. But I know we spoke about before about what you're trying to do as an independent artist. Like, what's coming up for JJ Is anything coming up in the pipeline?
Just for the spare a lot for me. I'm jumping a lot of music, and we just back to back. I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm working. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm working.
No,
I'm moving silent. That's what I gotta do.
that's all you can do. Like it's crazy because when we started this show, what 7-8 months ago now, we have been involved in so many record labels, so many promoters who've just like reached out to us and said, "Oh, I want to hear that artist again. Run it again." And you never know what's around the corner for yourself. Like next month, yeah, I think next month we're off to Switzerland, and we're interviewing an artist over there in Switzerland who we had on the show, and basically she just turned around and said, "Why don't you come across and be with me on our album launch?" So now we're going to go to Switzerland, all expenses paid, to go meet with her and promote her songs. So it's crazy. Like we didn't ever see that. We were just like, what the fuck? When that happened, we're like, what the fuck? We there's a guy over in the US. His name's I Am Rich, and he's a promoter in New Jersey, and he's saying every single week, we got to get you over here. We got to get you over here. We want you part of the media team because he's got all these shows that he drops. So even though like not much is in the pipeline at the moment for yourself, you never know who's watching this. You never know who's watching. The only thing that I can say is just got to be active all the time, every day, active. Instagram active, Facebook active. Like the harder you work, the quicker will come. Trust me.
Yeah, man, for sure.
If you got a plan, then you focus on the be straight. Just keep working, and you don't know who, like you said, you don't know who's watching. Anybody can be watching. You never know. Just be watching. You just know somebody's watching.
Yeah, nah. We hope.
And the thing is, we might not get loads of live views when we're live, but once we share it, fuck, man, them views go up and up and up and up and up. And like we say, man, we never know who's watching. We never know who's doing what. So, yeah, man, like if everybody's if it was just a straight path, everybody would be on it, no? But it's not a fucking straight path. There's going to be lefts, there's going to be rights, there's going to be fucking roundabouts, and you're going to go back on yourself, then you're going to go forward. So yeah, man, I agree with Charcoal, man. Just keep at the grind, man. I can just tell from speaking to you tonight, you're quite strong-willed anyway. Like you've been at it for 2 years now, so it will come. It will come for sure.
And you know what?
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, you go.
Go ahead.
No, you go. I was just gonna say. You go.
I could be in better place. I could be in better position. I could be somewhere else. But when you gotta go hard, you like helping people, and when you help people, they be taking advantage of that. And when they take advantage, they're from keep taking advantage to they can't no more.
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
I'm gonna stay focused. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, definitely. And don't let obviously anyone bring you down. This guy that you haven't beef with, right? And I won't mention him.
I got a lot of beef with a lot of others. I can post a lot of rappers. I can put, but I ain't want to do that. They be trying to help you. They be trying to get money from you.
Yeah.
At the same time.
It's funny because I kind of see two stories to everything, right? And I feel like saying to you, I'll get this other guy on, not tonight, but I'll get him on and find out what's going on with him. How do you feel about that?
Go ahead. Like I said, like me and him could be together, but like I said, so he was on, like you was on, like come on now, You see me working. You see me doing this. You see me testing you. That when I post a song, you want to call me, text me, call me, and I send you a screenshot. I said,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
call
yeah.
me, like, come on now.
Yeah, and I'm sure you can sort it out. Like if you guys like sit down, usually 9 times out of 10, one, it's over a woman. When everyone argues, it's always over a woman. Two, um, it's a misunderstanding. So obviously, there's
Yeah,
either going to be
it's just
times.
they be a competition with you, like you in the same play, we in the same play,
Yeah,
we in the
yeah,
same play.
exactly.
Can you let me up? I'll lift you up too. Come on, we in the same place.
Exactly, exactly.
But like I said, if they feel like they better than you, then they're gonna take advantage of you.
No, definitely, definitely. But it's been really good having you on, and I think this story is going to get bigger with yourself. So look, in a couple of weeks or 3 weeks,
A lot bigger, a
let's
lot bigger.
let's catch up again, and and let's progress with it. So we'll have you back on, yeah.
I
Right.
appreciate y'all for having me. You heard?
Cool, cool.
Yeah,
So
man,
we'll
no
have you
problem.
back on. But yeah, it's great having you on the show tonight, man, and telling us your story. And is there anyone more you want to give a shout out to before you leave?
Hey, shout out to MBT Dre and Lil 3. That's all.
Lovely, lovely. And
Y'all know who
what
that
we
is.
do, mate, we stick with all our artists here and we promote them. So I'll be following your Instagram account closely, and I'll be.
And we MBT for life.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And this is
My
live on
dude.
Facebook. Um, all your followers can go to our Facebook page and watch this back. And yeah, it's been really good having you on the show, like telling us about your experience, and no doubt we're going to be catching up with you very, very soon. Anyway, Casper.
Go follow me on Instagram, MBT Go follow,
Yeah.
subscribe my YouTube channel.
No, definitely,
Um,
definitely. Cheers, man. Thanks for coming
MBT
on the show, Casper. You got any more questions?
Yeah, man. Like the Charco just said, man. Thank you for coming on the show. Just keep at the grind, man, and don't let bad mind people fucking like fuck you up, man. Just you just carry on doing you, and yeah, man. I'm sure that you're gonna be back on this show in a few, and yeah, you're gonna tell us some big news for sure.
for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure.
Thank you, man. You have a good rest of your day. Okay.
Y'all too.
Take
All right,
care,
take
man.
care.
So, guys, that was JJ all the way from the US, and well, I think that story's going to get bigger and bigger. So, hence the reason why I wanted to catch up with him later on, and in a few weeks' time, and reach out to this guy that is having beef with him because, as I said, man, there's always two sides to the story, and sometimes it's usually a misunderstanding or a female. Always,
Always
always,
a fucking female, man. Always. Like
always.
if it's not a female, man, it's fucking money. That's it. Money or females.
Got money.
That's it, man. Just fuck shit up.
But I'm bummed, man. I'm a bit bummed because we were supposed to have Atari Jones on the show tonight. He's having difficulty with getting on, and now in between that interview, and I didn't want to disrespect JJ at all, but I was trying to get Atari on. I went onto my Zoom account. I was doing all crazy shit trying to get this guy on, but obviously it didn't go down that way. But look, we'll reach out to Atari again, and yeah, it's fucking.
It's annoying, no, when you have technical difficulties, man. That's the problem with this show sometimes because we're here and artists are there, man. We can't do face-to-face interviews. Like it's the same with me and you, Charcoal. Like we can't even be in the same room together.
No, we can't
Because of
like
it.
I've got
I
to
mean, we can
I've got to
if we really.
start driving to your house at 5 o'clock to get to yours by 8:30. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah. Well, you have to take into account rush hour as well. So
man, like make it 9 o'clock, and
possibly 10.
you know what?
Yeah,
Like
I mean, we could do it. We could do it. But yeah, no, it's just a fucking ball ache.
it
Yeah,
is a
it's a
ball
ball
ache.
ache.
But when we do this show, like tonight's slots, I could have filled 10 times over, easy. But what we try and do when we have a kind of a big artist on, we're trying to give them a little bit of breathing space because it might run over. And usually we just kind of give half an hour each for each artist. But tonight we thought we'd give Atari Jones a little bit longer, so we only had another extra guest on tonight, which is JJ, who, and like I said, it was fucking weird this one because usually I know a little bit about our artists, but I just went in blind.
Nothing.
I went, fuck it, let's
We
just
knew
get him on.
nothing. Yeah, literally nothing. We knew nothing about this guy. He did literally just popped up on our DMs last night, and he was like, "Yeah, get me on the show."
Get me on the show.
Yeah, man.
I've got a
Well,
story
that's
to
cool.
tell.
Like less than 12 hours later, he's on the show. He told his story to a certain degree, and we listened to some of his music, and it was great. But just going back to last week, man, we had the pleasure of actually being interviewed ourselves, right?
Yeah,
Um, by the Sessions,
yeah, yeah.
and I have to say, Torin, he was great.
Yeah.
He asked some questions I wasn't expecting, to be honest, which I love. Absolutely love that shit, man.
Was that
Uh,
because like we've never kind of been interviewed before, or was that because you just
yeah,
weren't expecting it?
yeah. I mean, I think so. I think so. Yeah, it was a bit weird not asking the questions. It was weird answering them. Sorry, and
Yeah, fuck yeah. It was
the whole experience was great though. Torin kind of made us feel at ease, and
yeah.
I hope we made him feel at ease, and it was a quite easy interview for him. So big shout out to the Sessions.
Yeah, yeah, big shout out to him.
Yeah,
And you
he
know what?
came.
What was really good as well is that kind of we were bouncing off each other. So
Yeah,
he gave me some ideas, and that's what it's all about. It's all about support and helping each other, grow. So look, well, we're always wanting to expand, and
sure.
we've got some pretty big news, which I won't mention because obviously I don't want to steal anybody's thunder or anything like that. But look out for next week. That's all I'm saying. We've got a big surprise next week, and we're putting our big arms out, aren't we, Casper?
Yeah, I'm actually messaging this individual now to see
She
if
can't.
they want
Oh,
if they want to make an appearance,
but
but
yeah, eh,
I don't
we've
know.
already
I don't know.
spoken about this earlier on.
I don't know. I just like to push my luck. You know how it is, man. Yes, but Chalk and Cheese will have a brand new look very, very soon.
Yeah, definitely. And you'll get a
And
snippet next week.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
definitely.
Me being me, man, I can't hold anything in.
No, you're
So
fucking useless.
yeah,
You
no,
are.
I
Don't.
just have to say it, man. I'm like at Christmas time. I'm a big kid, man. I need to know what I have before it's Christmas Day. Like I'm such a massive big kid. It's unreal. Like I can't. Like I'm the type of person that will buy my missus a birthday present 3 weeks before her birthday and give it to her as soon as I get in the door, because I can't hold on for it for 3 weeks. I'm that type of person. But yeah, Switzerland shall be good. We've got Switzerland coming up. I know we bang on and on and on and on about Switzerland, but it's a big deal for the Chalk and Cheese show. If I'm honest, it's going to be our first ever public appearance together outside of the UK, and I feel good about this because obviously you get some people online that aren't true to their word and blah 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 blah. But this is actually happening. Like this is actually happening. I've just bought a brand new passport. It's nice, shiny, great British passport. Yeah, I'm looking forward to using it in about 6 weeks' time when we go to Switzerland.
I'm glad you are, man. Anyway, we won't go into my situation, but yeah, we're currently like working with Samora. We're going to mention her name. So Samora, we're currently working with her manager at the moment to get some flights over to Switzerland because I live all the way up in Leeds. Casper lives all the way down south, and we kind of want to go together over there because we want to start from as we well. I want to start filming from when I'm driving out of this house. So
Yeah.
stop off breaks just to do a quick shout out, quick hello, and then when we catch up with Casper, we'll do some live feeds, and that's what it's going to be like with the Chalk and Cheese show. So we're going to have to think about and plan ahead, Casper. I think with these Zoom calls, Zoom meetings. So
Yeah.
we'll just have a time frame.
I, I, I definitely think it's going to be fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Because her management team actually offered us an extra day there, right? Just to go sightseeing. So they've actually paid for us for an extra night just to go sightseeing, eat some really good food, drink hopefully some really good beer, and and then we get ready for the show. But it's not only Samora's there because there is one massive reggae superstar that's going to be there as well, who she done a feature with. His name is Turbulence,
Yes.
and if you guys aren't familiar with Turbulence, then please do go on to YouTube if you like your reggae music and listen to him. He is a massive, massive star over in Jamaica. So I'm very familiar with him. I think Charcoal needs to maybe Spotify a Spotify playlist just to get a bit up to date with this guy because let's be fair, you're not really a reggae head, are you, mate?
No, my closest thing to reggae is Bob Marley,
Yeah, I could have guessed.
which is quite sad. So, and obviously, I'm going to be surrounded by all these kind of reggae heads, and I'm just going to be like, all right. Don't get me wrong. I do like reggae music. I really do. I used to have some friends that I used to hang out with quite a lot that were big, big into reggae. But like I said, it was just Bob Marley like back then, and Ziggy, and
Yeah.
whoever did a feature on somebody's track,
Mhm.
and that's what
And,
it
and,
was.
and you can't be asking me in Switzerland, mate. You can't be saying, "Oh, Casper, answer that question. Answer that question." You can't be saying that. We have to get on point.
I'll ask what they have for breakfast. You know what I mean? I'll just be like, go straight in. I won't care, man. Doesn't matter. Like,
I
not
think it's just going to
stumps
be a
me.
lot of fun. I want us to be the main entertainment on the airplane. I think.
Oh, I couldn't even think of
Because obviously when we fly over there we can't do any live streams on the airplane. It's either a lot of people around us are going to get pissed off or a lot of people are going to want to be on camera, so maybe we can interview some people on the airplane, mate. That's another good shout, right? Just interview some people, see what their feels are about music. And
man. I hope we're going to Burn itself because then we can like look for buskers and shit like that, and we can kind of network that way.
well, we actually the plane actually stops in
J-
Basel.
Oh, we're going to Basel.
Basel, yeah. So I think because we have to get on, it's going to be very strange because we actually have to get on the train to Bern from Basel. So I'm expecting some buskers on the train,
Yeah.
because otherwise it's going to be a very long hour and a half journey from Basel to to Bern. So but we can connect with the people in Switzerland. That's not a problem. If there's a language barrier, not a problem. We'll
Shit.
get
What
past
are they? What language do they speak?
Swiss.
Was that a really dumb question?
It sounded dumb. It sounded dumb. Yeah, it definitely sounded dumb. Um, what language do they speak in Switzerland? Fucking hell. I've heard it all now. That's like saying, what language do they speak in Australia?
See, that's why I asked because they speak English. I don't say they don't. They speak Australian because there's no such language. But
Yeah.
man, I'm not very good with European countries, as you can tell. My closest thing to European country, I've been to Belgium, and they speak French. Yeah, French.
Yeah, yeah, they speak both. Yeah, Belgium and
Yeah,
French.
yeah. So that's the reason why kind of Switzerland threw me off, because I thought I had a friend that lived in Geneva and he
Yeah.
spoke French.
See, look, I'm going to Google it right now. I'm actually going to Google it right now. What language do they actually
Because
speak
you
in
know
Switzerland?
what? You
Because I might have mugged myself
in
off
your
myself.
words thinking, fucking hell, that wasn't a dumb question. Anyway,
Exactly.
to carry on from that, we've been kind of networking with a guy in America who I've kind of mentioned before as well, and we're working with him, and we are looking for
Oh,
anyone.
mate, we fucked.
What is it?
We like legitimately fucked in Switzerland. So the official languages are German, French, Romish, and Italian.
So my question was fucking bang on then.
How's your Romish?
Well, if I knew what it was, if I knew what it was, I'd probably say shit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I know how to say fuck off in Italian, so that might help.
Oh, P. It starts with P, does it? No,
No, see,
p-
see.
pardon?
No, actually, no. I know how to say shit in Italian. I think it means shit or fuck, and it's the word is cazzo. Yeah,
Cazzo. Ah, yeah.
so yeah.
They
So
call that. I bloody.
yeah, we just have to kind of with the hands.
But
We have to speak with the
not
hands.
everyone in in Switzerland is fucking Italian, man. So if we
Yeah,
start,
yeah, I mean, let's not stereotype because I'm sure there are English speaking people in Switzerland. Well, there is. Some more is there,
I hope.
and her manager. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know what? This is what kind of threw me off because um, Samora's manager, Rez, he's French. And
yeah, he is.
that,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I asked that question, man. And
So maybe it wasn't a stupid question in the end. So I'm really sorry for taking the piss out of you, but I'm not sorry because it sounded like a stupid question.
this is the reason why I'm fucking here, north of your bloody southern stupidness.
Yeah, it may be just a bit of ignorance on my
Oh
part.
my fucking gosh, we got Atari. Let's do this.
Oh, is he on?
Yeah,
Okay.
nice. Fuck. Hang on, just 1 minute. You speak, Casp.
Yeah. Atari, can you hear us? Hey, here he is, mate. I'm so glad that you actually joined us because me and Charcoal, we were just absolutely just chatting shit for the last 15 minutes, man. So you kind of saved us in a way. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you, sir? Where are you? Oh man, you're muted.
Hang on,
You
let
can
me
take yourself off mute.
Sorry,
That's
man.
fine.
Unmute. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I can hear you now, man.
You can hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Hey, how you
Yeah,
doing,
again,
man?
my
What's up?
my fault for being late, man. I had thought
No,
it
no,
was
no.
tomorrow and shit.
We're just chewing the fat here. We're fine. We're fine. But I'm glad you joined us because I've been waiting for this for a while, man. So
Hey,
yeah, no, thanks for joining. And we know you're extremely busy, man, and I know you're very, very active. So we'll just jump straight in, Casper.
Yeah,
oh
I
yeah, for
mean,
sure.
Atari, man, it must be serious because Charcoal's actually got his notepad out. He never has notes anymore. He doesn't do notes anymore. Now he's got a big black book out now. So I think one thing I want to touch on straight away,
Oh yeah, yeah,
See,
straight
now
away.
the fans of Atari Jones is obviously gonna be familiar with Atari's Instagram.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah, yeah.
you can probably see where I'm going with this, right? Now, you don't actually post too many videos of yourself, right? Or your music. You actually
I do. My fault. Keep going. My fault.
no. For me, when I scroll through your Instagram, is you have a lot of female friends. Let's just put it that way, no?
I love it. Absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
I wake up. First thing I do is check Instagram for Atari's fucking stories, man. It
Then you
wakes me
it's
up.
that
I'm
perfect
like,
ass.
whoa, shit! And you don't get to hide that as well because I got a missus. So I'm like, don't see.
You can't seem to enjoy it too much, no?
Well, yeah, that's it. The eyebrow just comes up a little bit. Just oh, fuck. Hang on, then just drop it down once. Wait, what you looking at? Nah, look, Atari. We will get into that a little bit later, but I have been listening to your tracks. I've been watching you on Instagram for a very, very long time. There's one particular track that you play a lot over your videos, which I really like because it's just fucking laid back track, I call it. But I put your music, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, in kind of a genre, kind of like trip hop, a little bit trip hop. Because I know some of your tracks, early days, they were like psychedelic. And when I was kind of probably about 10, 15 years ago, trip hop was quite big, and it was kind of affluent, but it didn't go anywhere. It was just like flatlined. And then we kind of started moving and evolving with other kind of types of hip hop, you know. But your style, man, you just don't give a fuck, really.
Yeah.
Man, you just like, I'll just do it the way I want. And listening to one track, which I'll play, I absolutely love the sample that you've kind of taken that track, and you probably know which track but it was one of my favorite guys that sung that song, and when we play it, I'll go, yep, that's it. But yeah, so I'm gonna run a track straight away, just so our listeners can kind of get a little bit of a feel of who you are. Casper, in the meantime, man, do you just want to ask a quick question, just so I can get these traps ready to roll?
Yeah, for sure, man. So when did you kind of like decide music was your calling? Like, what was your inspiration to say, right, you woke up one day and you thought, well, fuck it, let me produce some tracks, let me lay some shit down so the world can hear?
Yeah. First of all, man, I want to say I love you guys' energy, man. It definitely is a fire collab you guys got going.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. I want to say I started music about 15 years ago, and it started with poetry for real. And then my family is what made me get more so into recording music, because they would play me like different genres of sounds. And I'm like, man, all of this sounds good. Maybe if I add my poetry to sounds like this, it'll also sound good. So.
Sorry, Casper.
Yeah, no, I just took a deep breath in, man. That was the
I was like waiting for something, because I'm not even looking at the screen. I'm looking at my to play
kind
the
of like anti-climax there. I'm sorry, man. Well, just breathing.
But yeah, as I said before, this track that I'm gonna play, it's got a sample of one of my favorite songs, and I think, well, back in the day, it was called Memory Bliss. But anyway, you try and pick which samples been used, and I probably got this fucking wrong anyway. But anyway, let's play it.
Ти думаєш, о том же, о чем и я?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Summertime vibe and shit. Mad life living, sitting on the beach with some bad white women. You never know, I need all their attention. Living by the boat, smoke a little weed, watch a nigga float. I be feeling good when they think it's bad, cause this is my life and I make it that. Yep, 2 strong bows in a limit pack. Got me high off my feet, call a nigga Shaq. I'm all about me, Blizzard Dore. Fuck if you ain't, I feel feel like I hit the lotto. Rap slick like mulatto. Zoom by if you act slow. Rap foreign to these fakers, quite like Australia. Boy, I couldn't tell you, nah, I don't feel you, don't turn me killer, man. Nowadays it's all into nothing, so I'ma take charge for all minds and nothing now. Big screen, bigger scenes, trying to live the life that you see on the movie schemes. Yeah, without a motherfucking script to squeeze, but don't hit the target. I bet my soul like a bargain. No seeds, but it's from the garden. And I'm gone like my nigga Bin Laden. How you want it? I ain't even started. The underdog, I'm a straight, taking dudes, paying my way, own rules, simple dude. Don't need the jewels, just show a little love and some notice. Cause a nigga focus on getting noticed. Don't sleep on me, both eyes open. The wider the better when you do it this good. Ain't no ride in the cheddar. Yeah. Real nigga, still nigga. Hair long like a krill nigga. And I'm sitting on top, watch the bitches just walk by. Cause that's how I'm living. Cause that's how I'm living. Yeah. Yeah. Now watch me fly, I'm living my life right now. Tryna see what's in store and do it right. And do it right. Now watch me fly. Now watch me fly. Yeah. Now watch me fly. Fly high. Yeah. Now watch me fly. I'm living my life right now. Trying to see what's in store and do it right. And do it right. And do it right. Nah, nah. Yeah. Nah, nah, nah. Oh, nah, nah, nah. Nah, 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 nah. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Let these people see my talent. No, no, yeah, no, 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 no. Yeah.
Yes, you tuned into the Chalk and Cheese Show, and with our special guest Atari Jones, and you just heard a track from him, and man, I fucking love that track. I absolutely do. As I said to you just before we played it, I like a little sample, and correct me if I'm wrong. It's by PM Dawn.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, lovely. Did you hear that, Casper, as well?
Yeah, man. I was trying to
The
pinpoint it.
drift on Memory Bliss.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, yeah, I've heard that somewhere before, but
Yeah.
I just couldn't put my finger on
It's
it.
one of my fucking, and I still remember the clip. I think he's like a big guy with, I think he's got an afro or dreads or something like that, and he's just like wearing the colourful fucking jumpers. And back in the day, like cross colours was a big thing, and I think he's wearing. Yeah, I rock cross colours. Don't worry about that. I'm really old, so, but yeah. Look, man, that track is mad. The production, just the way it just changes, and I was just like, fucking, I love it. And I know Casper liked it too because he was just going, yeah.
I have a lot to say about it.
Go
That's
on.
the thing. I have a lot to say about the track. So, first things first, I kind of hear two influences just from your vocals and your vocals alone. Okay, so one influence is the first half of the song kind of reminded me of Will Smith. When he sung that song "Summertime," the flow was kind of the same, almost. And then the second half of the song, I got like this Drake feels. I got the Drake feels instantly with it.
Yeah.
And the thing with the beat is, man, I love it because it starts off old school hip hop, then it breaks down, and then it kind of goes into like the melody kind of goes into like a commercial house type of melody, and even the sample behind it with the vocal samples behind it, kind of like commercial house, but you don't hear a house beat. Yeah, man, fucking track's fire, man. That's one of them tracks where you're sitting by the pool, and yeah, you're with
You're
loads of
in
white
there.
women, right? That's it.
Yeah.
It's one of them tracks, man. It's pure fire, man. So hats off, man. That track's fire. I'm not just saying that because you're here, but that's the first time I ever heard that track, and I would tell you straight if I didn't like it or not. But that track's fire, man.
All love, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate the
Oh, that's
comments
good.
too.
That's good.
And don't worry if you don't like something, man. Criticism, all criticism is good criticism, you know?
No, no, definitely. We
Well,
like that,
I'll,
and you know
yeah,
what?
believe me, man. If I didn't like it, yeah, I'll tell you straight.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
tell you straight.
And do you know what? That wasn't even one of the tracks you sent over to me. I just YouTubed you. I was looking at your YouTube, and I thought you wrote that track some time back as well. So,
Yeah,
I like that style of you. You know, I do like your kind of psychedelic trippy, and I do like that. I really do because it's kind of laid back. But I like that as well. You know,
for sure.
it just shows your kind of expandable. You could just pull that, and do kind of both styles of music. But when I was going kind of stalking you through YouTube, I, I I saw a clip of you, and you're on stage, and you know. It kind of panned out to everyone that was in the crowd, and like, how does it feel like fucking people wearing Atari t-shirts? Um, to your gigs. You know what I mean? If I saw that shit and I was on stage, I'd be like, fucking damn, where's this gone? Like, how did that feel?
Yo, man, it definitely feels good, man. It always feels good when you can reciprocate or feel good energy from the crowd, man, because then that takes your music to another level. You don't have to find it inside yourself. You already find it in the audience.
No, it's crazy, crazy. And like, how would you say? I listened to your first track, which was Young Truth. How do
Uh-huh.
you? Yeah, yeah. Well, you probably wrote songs before that, but like your first YouTube track, I've seen. How do you think you've kind of evolved from writing that track and performing that track, you know, to where you are today?
For sure. I actually used to go by Young Spree before Young Truth, which is kind of funny. Um, but Young Truth kind of came from a homie of mine, which then switched to Atari Jones because my homie felt like Young Truth was a little too local and it's a lot of youngs out there. And I agreed. I was like, yeah, man. And it didn't kind of match my sound with Atari Jones. You know, it kind of gave a little more mystery and added to the sound.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, those tracks when I was going by Young Truth were kind of just me doing one takes, you know, all one takes. Now I do more takes and take more time doing the song. So
Yeah.
that's what that is.
And you were quite young back then. That was like what, 11 years ago, or that's when I seen that.
Definitely. I've been making music for 15 years, so yeah.
Yeah, I know you've been. Yeah, do you know what? One thing I you know, I did a bit of research on you. Well, you've released a lot of music, a lot
Oh,
of
definitely.
yeah, and which is hard. Man, like, obviously you've been in the game for 15 years, but you've got to kind of stay there, and you know, if another genre comes out, but you kind of stuck to the same to what you know, what you know, and it's people still dig it, which you know I do as well. So, Casper, I'm kind of taking over this, but I know
No, man,
nothing about this.
but no, it's okay because I can let you
We gotta give
fanboy.
love to Casper.
Yeah, man, no, that's fine. Simon, the like Charcoal's just fanboying at the minute, man. Like I'm just gonna let him crack on. But
Oh, he's amazing, bro.
Thank you.
uh, the name Atari Jones. Now, obviously, like I'm actually quite old to remember the Atari consoles
Mhm.
because it used to be like a computer game thing.
Yeah.
Was that just kind of like coincidence, or did you just like that the computer games to come up with your name?
Now it was kind of just a coincidence, man. My because I travel a lot, and Indiana Jones also travels a lot. And my friend said, uh, shout out to Sam, that's like one of my high school friends, but he was like, man, Atari just sounds more playful, and then if you add Jones to it, it would be pretty good. So
Yeah,
um,
I
when
like.
I listened to it together, I was like, man, that actually does have a ring to it. So yeah, shout out to my homie Sam. He helped me come up with Atari Jones.
Yeah, shout
Yeah.
out Sam because I like it. I was mad into Atari when I was younger, so the console 2600. But anyway, um, I also seen that you, and this is quite a coincidence here because you
Yeah,
know you were on stage with Riff Raff,
yeah,
um, and we we've had an artist that's just recently been on. Well, not recently, a few months back. He toured with Riff Raff.
Okay.
His name was Early Bird. Casper, you'd obviously knew that. But how did you find him, man? Because I've seen videos of him, and I like his flow, I like his lyrics and things like that. But just like to look at him, you think, who is this fucking crazy dude? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a character, man. Our relationship came to cross paths through a third party. So I knew one of his DJs, and his DJ really liked my stuff. So like your earlier artist, he had asked me to go on tour with him. And then one of the stops were in my hometown. So of course I had to hit that too. But yeah, it came about through a third party, one of his old DJs. Shout out DJ Afterthought.
Yeah, cool.
And
Shout out, man.
have you ever been in a situation where obviously you've been on tour with an established artist and the
Mhm.
crowd feel you more than the artist? And how does
Definitely, man.
that feel? And how does that feel like when you think, fuck, the crowd is feeding me, but as soon as the artists come on, it's like, oh, fuck it, we kind of know what to expect type of thing. How does that feel to, it must feel good inside, no?
Oh, definitely, man. Especially when you are backstage smoking and drinking and you come out and get a crazy response like that, that buzz is over the top, you know what I'm saying? But it's just good, man. It lets you feel like you're in the right place with your craft, you know, because you're not going in there to take over the main artist show, but when it happens, it's like, okay, I'm here, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
exactly.
Like,
And how did you kind of first get established? What was your route to, like, okay, you've just done your first single, it's recorded.
Mhm.
What did you kind of do, or how did you distribute your stuff? Because back in the day, like 15 years ago, I believe Spotify weren't around, Amazon Music wasn't around.
Mhm.
I don't even think Facebook was around. It might have been around. I'm not sure, um, but yeah, how did you distribute your shit? Because obviously you can make really good music. If you don't distribute it right, then nobody knows that you're about. So what was your kind of distribution path to say, okay, I'm here?
Yeah, for sure. And I appreciate these questions, bro. These are actually really good questions, man. A lot of interviewers don't ask good questions like these. So
well, thank you.
big
Thank
ups
you.
to you
Appreciate it.
guys.
Thank you.
Uh,
Appreciate it.
yeah, no doubt. I actually do like a lot of research on my craft, bro, because you know the industry is a bunch of people who want to make money off of other people. So if you don't want that to happen, not that you know what I'm saying making money with people isn't a good thing, but you have more people trying to make more than actually split it 50-50. So I just do my own research, man, and learn what I need and what I needed to use to, you know, make my own pie and get my own stuff out there. So I would say online is what really helped me. And then iTunes was big back then. So I would get my stuff on iTunes through like a third party distributor. But then, of course, like you said, when it started to evolve, I did more research, found better distributor.
Yeah, and
For sure.
what we found, just by doing the show and speaking to a lot of artists, is that like a distributor could be made up within an hour. You know what I mean? I could become a distributor, and it's just like they're everywhere because obviously it's a money making, and yeah, I understand it. Like people got to make money, people got to have a business, but
Yeah.
sometimes you get artists that just see the limelight and their eyes just wide open, and they don't really think about what's going on in the clauses and how they're getting locked into certain kind of like distributions that don't really make much money. And the artist that we just had before, it sounds like he kind of got in that trap where he was
Mm.
promised a lot, and then people didn't deliver, and that's the reason why a lot of people gone independent because they do it their own style, they do it their own way. They don't need a record label to tell them what to do.
Right.
It's hard work, man, very hard work. But well, I'm going to talk about it.
No
You
words.
seem more kind of a businessman. You're very well educated. I can see, by the way you talk, and you obviously have used music to have another influence in other areas as well. You let's not fuck around. Okay, so OnlyFans, right? Um, you can say, Simon, I don't want to talk about it. That's fine, but like we said at the start of this interview, the videos that you put on like Instagram and things like that, it gets hearts racing. What made you kind of transition? Is it because like you're working with so many different people when you were creating music? What made you transition from kind of music to that sort of scene?
Um, Good question. So it was already there. I don't think people saw it as much earlier on because I wasn't adding visuals or anything to my aesthetic. I was just putting out the music and letting the music speak for itself. But as you said, you have to be more so of a business person. So you have to have your visual, you have to show off your brand for people to invest. So I just, I like women. So it started off as just that and me putting out good images that people can relate to or like. And then it became a Women in Art series where I was showcasing different women and then women that I worked with. And then it just became a whole thing to add to my brand because people like seeing it, and it also goes with music because women like music. So whenever women are playing my music, they're also getting love from my Women in Art series. So it's like a help for them.
Yeah, because
Hang
someone
on,
on the
just
outside
before you
without,
say something, mate. Just before you say something,
yeah.
before you get into your businessman mindset, okay, I don't want to see you on Instagram bending over in some like hot pants or some mankini just to show off our brand, okay, to get some love. I don't want to see it. I don't want to
Nah,
see it.
nah,
There's a time
nah.
and place.
Trust me.
Like,
No,
I don't want to see like no boomerang just covering up your bits, man. Like, I don't want to see that. I
That's it.
I don't want to
Nah,
see that.
nah.
no one wants to see me. Also, just in your videos as well, like I noticed one of the videos that you're wearing at kind of an island top.
Yeah.
Where did that come from, man? Because like that's from our side. So were you on tour? Like, did someone kind of give you that top to say fucking wear it, or?
I believe it was probably somebody that gave me the top, but a lot of my music and a lot of my influence came from overseas. Like, the States wasn't really messing with my music at first, so I had to go online and ship it around, and overseas really embraced me, and then it moved to the States.
Fuck, I love this guy. Do you know what? And Casper, you agree with me, right? He's just doing everything that some artists that we've had on the show go, oh, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that. Like, what did Marilyn say like months and months ago? For anyone that wants to make a break, they need to get out of their comfort zone. So they need to move away from the US, try the European market. If that don't work, move on to the Australian market, move on to the Asian market. And you've done that. Like, just by saying what you just said, it just seems like you're already one step ahead. Obviously, you've been in the game, and a lot of these new cats, they're just starting out. But man, have you ever thought of like taking people under your wing and saying, you know what, let's kind of, I'll give you a hand.
Work. Yeah, let's work.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. And like you said, man, it is a lot of work, but there's always people who don't mind doing work. So I always do help people, but there's a lot of people that'll waste your time or don't have good work ethics. So I don't help a lot of people for that instance.
No.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It just seems like no disrespect to all the other artists that we've had on the show, but they kind of seem to do things backwards. Where you were years ahead of your time, and you was thinking, "Fuck it, man! If it's not working here, I'm gonna go somewhere else." But this
Yeah,
is what we said. That this is why I can appreciate when you say with lazy people, lazy artists, they're gonna stick to what they know and who they know. We've already established very quickly that nobody in the US, like say if you live in New York for instance, nobody in your neighborhood supports you.
yeah,
Nobody in New York will support you because they're supporting bigger artists from different states. So
right.
surely something would twig in artists' minds. No, okay, if it's not working here, let me go to this state, let me go to that state, let me go here, let me go there. You know what I'm saying? And like right next to you guys is you have all the Caribbean islands as well. Now, I say the Caribbean islands because they're kind of like the closest islands, almost to the US. But
Mhm.
even though people think, oh, in the Caribbean they don't listen to hip hop, they don't listen to R&B. They believe me, man, they do. They
Everywhere
absolutely do,
listens to
man.
every
Because
genre,
literally,
bro.
like, I was actually lucky enough to kind of emigrate to the Caribbean for a little while, and it wasn't only reggae music and dancehall music. I heard everything, everything
Yeah,
there, like from soca to calypso to zouk to R&B to hip hop. I played a DJ set there, or one New Year's Eve. I don't think I played one reggae or dancehall tune, man. It was just R&B, hip hop, R&B,
right.
hip hop, and fuck, man,
They
it
were
just went
loving it.
down so nicely. But this is what kind of confuses me about artists because, like you say, it just seems like now the artists nowadays they want everything handed to them.
Yeah, quick.
They
Instant.
don't want to work for it.
Yeah,
They just want it handed to them. But instead of getting their hustle on, they're just like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna sit back, relax, put a few tunes out, and just hope for the best that some money's gonna come my
yeah.
way. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that, man. If it worked like that, me and Charcoal will be millionaires by now by doing this show. You know what I'm saying? It's not the
Hey, but
it's
y'all
not,
will, man. The show is amazing.
Oh, thank you. Look, man, we
I mean, we
appreciate
try,
it.
man. We
We are
try.
you. We are you. We have been doing this for a while. You know, we're fresh, and we're building. We're building. But yeah, what I'm gonna do, man, I'm gonna play another track of yours, and like I
Yeah.
said, I kind of hand selected your tracks tonight. So sorry if I'm playing something that you go, oh shit, I don't want him to play that. But anyway, let's
Oh,
roll.
no, yeah.
Yeah, they
Let's
tell
get it.
you to do better, but don't tell you they clever. Feeding off the nonsense, what you gonna tell them? Yeah, what you gonna tell them? It's just me, uh-huh. It's just me, oh. It's just me, uh-huh. It's just me, oh. Oh, how we all behave. Oh, darling, it's a shame. So scared to be ourselves. Laugh at someone else. Cause they are different. Cause you don't get it. Yeah. Intimidation. Disguised by hatred. Amazing what you hear. When all you do is see. They fear you cause you here. And not for who you be. Don't that mean you made it? When you're oh so hated. Ain't that on some fake shit? Cause they don't appreciate it. It's just me, uh-huh. It's just me, oh. It's just me, uh-huh. It's just me, oh.
Again, man, it's the old school flavor with
Yeah,
I hear
yeah.
Drake there, man. And you probably don't even mean to sound like Drake, but
Nah, nah.
I just hear Drake almost, man. Whether that's because he's overplayed here in the UK, but yeah, I get Drake feels off that.
I can't put a style like.
I
As I
appreciate
said at
that.
the
You
start,
can't put a style on it. That's the thing. But
can't.
just the sound of the vocals to me, it kind of reminds me of Drake. I'm not saying you sound exactly like Drake. I'm just saying that it reminds me of Drake.
Oh, no worries, man. Even if you're giving me comparisons to anybody like that, man, that means I've already made it, you know? So it's all good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's, I mean, yeah, it's a
Feel
compliment, man.
you
It's
have.
anything.
I do feel you made it anyway because obviously the shit that you're doing on the side, man, that's just producing for you at the moment. You're just producing. I see your Instagram clips and everything. So, you know, you do travel like you said. So, what what direction are you going on? You know what I mean? Like because obviously you got OnlyFans on the side here. You've got kind of you dabbling in your music. Like where would Atari Jones would like to be in about a year's time?
That's a good question, man. I can't really say where I would like to be in a year's time, you know. I just like to keep moving forward and being progressive. because that's when things find you. You know, as long as you're not stagnant and your energy's up, your everything that you need is gonna find you. You know, so if I keep producing music, you know, as long as you stay consistent, you'll definitely get that one Grammy or you'll get that one hit. You know.
All right, I'm going to ask you a different question then. What do you prefer doing? Like, which one do you prefer doing? Do you prefer doing kind of your OnlyFans stuff, or do you prefer your music?
Music for sure, because that's my main foundation. Like everything that I do on the side was kind of just to help my brand, you know, because you have to be well versed to kind of make sure that people aren't playing you, telling you stuff that you don't need, or as because I even do photography too. So like, you
Yeah.
know, some people may not know how to shoot you, but because you have a handle on it and you know how to get shots done, you can help them create something together. So then you're not just one brain on a project. So music is my main foundation, but everything that I do is kind of to build the brand up and reach into other markets.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm actually gonna ask you a question now.
Yeah, yeah,
What would your advice be to say people like us, for instance, or
yeah.
people that haven't quite understood the path yet of how to kind of get the income coming in and just
Mhm.
going in different directions. What would be your main advice to people who want to kind of be where you are?
Yeah, for sure. I would say consistency is the key for sure. And don't give up because you're not gonna make money right away. You actually have to be doing something and love doing what you're doing for the money to come. Like um, people work at jobs but don't like their job. You know what I'm saying? So I would say to like what you're doing is definitely the first step. Consistency being the next step, and just keep putting out good content because if you have good quality, people are going to be interested and then they'll start investing. I didn't get my first check from music until I was around 20. So I started making music when I was 13. So that's like 7 years.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And obviously you've taken the experience that you've had in the music game, and as I said before, kind of moved it into the other brands and franchises.
Yeah.
Like, what's coming up for Atari Jones like in the future? Obviously you got a lot of little side things, and do you have like a big management team or something like that? Because you
Nah.
constantly working.
Yeah, you got to stay working, man. That's all I see. Like everything is work, man. Even maintaining your body every day is work, you can't be lazy for that. But if it's something you like, man, you gonna work for it. The next things I have coming up are I'm just dropping a bunch of I mean not products, a bunch of EPs. A few of them have been released already. And then I'm actually doing a podcast too with some homies, just because I feel like podcasting would be another way to put my music in the background.
Definitely, definitely. Look, don't forget us if you ever.
Yeah, if you're ever struggling for guests, mate, we'll jump on, no problem.
Oh, for sure, bro. We can even have a segment. You know what I'm saying? We can help each other. It's all love.
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely. You scratch ours, we'll scratch yours. Definitely, for sure.
Yeah. Want to see everybody win.
Yeah.
that's it. That's it. That's it.
But yeah, look, I could talk to you all night, but I think we have to wrap it up. And
Oh no,
I
nah, just
thought,
playing.
but you know what? Like I kind of I think we've only kind of scratched the surface with yourself. I think there's a little bit more in the bag with you, and I think you're going to go a long way, especially with what you're doing. You're very clued up, as I said before, very intelligent person. Um,
Y'all too, man.
I just find that you're very kind of infectious. Sorry. If I was over in the UK, sorry, US, I'd want to work with you. I
Oh
definitely.
yeah, same, same.
But yeah, what we do, we always promote artists. So this is not goodbye for us. Literally, we stick with you as long as you tell us, as long as you don't tell us to go away. But look, it's been an
Okay.
absolute pleasure having you on the show.
Hey man, appreciate you guys.
Thank you very much, Atari. Yeah, and yeah, definitely we'll keep in contact. We'll put this interview will be on our website as well, along with your music and all the other artists that have been on the show tonight as well. So if if people have missed this interview, then it will be uploaded on the website within the next couple of days. So yeah, you can redirect your fans to the website if they want to watch the interview, or YouTube page or Facebook page, whatever it may
Oh
be.
yeah, man, I'm gonna send hella traffic to y'all, man, so that way we can get it even more popping. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
Last question for y'all though. What's the next steps for you guys?
Oh,
What's
fuck.
in the future
Oh
for you
shit!
all?
I love that shit.
Now we're being interviewed. um, no, the next step for us is in June. We're actually covering a album launch party in Switzerland. We have a feature in a magazine in August as well. We've been invited over to the US, but obviously doing what we do everything we do is free. We have no sponsors, so we're gonna try work something out how to get over to the US when funds are there, etc., etc. But as soon as we
Yeah.
land in the US, man, that's it. We're taking over for sure.
That's it.
Oh man, y'all already taking over, so it's gonna be even more of a
Bless,
takeover
bless.
when we get there.
Bless. Thank you very much, Atari. Anyway, guys, that was Atari Jones on the show tonight, and make sure you check him out on Instagram. He is making moves, as I said before. He's all over, man. Everywhere I go, every second post. You know what? That's consistency, exactly what I talked about. And it was such a humble moment talking to him tonight. We've been trying to chase this guy for a couple of weeks now, and we finally got to sit down and have a chat and get a little bit into the Atari Jones mind. So, guys, that's pretty much it from us. Next week, as I said, we've got some massive news. Casper, I know he's itching to fucking release it, but we can't. Well, let's just keep him guessing.
I'll put this out. Simple math. What's 2 + 1?
Yeah, exactly. So we're extending.
What's 2 + 1? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, be sure to lock in next week because we have a very, very special, a few special guests actually next week. But there's going to be one guest in particular that's special.
around for a little bit longer.
I think this come off the top of Simon's brain just watching the Atari videos actually. with the kind of concept that we're going down.
You probably
If you want
guessed
to know what I'm talking about, then please do go over to Instagram and follow Atari Jones. I guarantee you guys, you won't be disappointed with his music or his content that is on his IG. So, guys, that is it for another week. Be sure to check us out on www.thechalkgshow.com, where you can find all our previous interviews that we've done from the past 6 months or so, and all the music and all the hottest music in the UK at the moment and America. We have a separate page for that as well. And also we do review tracks, so there is another tab on the website where you can go on to a website called Groover, and you can submit your tracks for us to review as well if you want to carry on supporting the Chalk and Cheese Show. We do get paid for it, but we don't get paid that much.
Not much at all.
Not much at all. No.
Anyway.
No, we're not going to be millionaires, put it that way, by reviewing tracks. But every little helps. So, if any guys are out there that enjoy the content that we do and are interested in possibly sponsoring the Chalk and Cheese Show, then please do get us at us as well on IG and Facebook. Is at the Chalk and Cheese Show. And that is it from me, guys. I can just go on and on and on, but the missus, she actually just called me, go, right, I'm starting the movie now.
Are you on the Instagram account? You're on the Instagram account.
Until next week, be sure to keep it locked on to the Chalk and Cheese Show. Be sure to keep an eye out on our socials as well, where we try to update as much as possible. If we do a live video, come say hello on the Instagram and come and join us as well, man. We don't bite. Well, not that hard anyway, but yeah, we're good. Simon, Chalk, I could just carry on and on and on, man.
You could shut up. Come on, we gotta go. I gotta have my dinner.
Peace out.
Anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much to both artists, JJ and Atari Jones. See ya.